a nice HP product, and it has been in our portfolio for quite some time. And I made a couple modifications to it in order to get the results I want. This is the HP white satin poster paper. And we use this very widely in Gen 1 and Gen 2 latex. And I think it's been forgotten a little bit for the Gen 3 latex, and I can kind of tell you why. The HP white satin poster paper, when you go to a 300 series, I felt that the ink density settings were too low. And as a result of those settings, it printed underwhelming. And it was a little underwhelming because it simply didn't have enough ink on the paper in order for it to really pop. So what I did is I built it over again based on my general methodology, which is I start all front lit prints, you know, like a banner, adhesive vinyl paper, what have you, at 12 pass. And then at 12 pass, I determine at that speed, which is the slowest front lit speed I'm willing to run, how good can it get? How much ink can I put on it? How much temperature can it take? I want to hit the best it can do first. And then if it's very successful and it proves to be promising, I'll make a faster mode that uses a little bit less ink, and then maybe a faster mode that uses a little less ink, and that's your natural curve. 12 pass, 110. 10 pass, 100. 8 pass, 90. And that's a natural progression that makes sense. It's rational. You're reducing the amount of ink a little bit. Your temperature stays constant. I may increase the temperature a little bit as I go faster, but not much. And then you can always play around with the interpass delay. With this paper, I decided I'm going to see what the best it can do. And so I went up to 12 pass and then built the preset right on the printer. Now, all of the 3 and 500 series printers have the capacity to create a new media. And then from that new media, you can determine at 12 pass, it takes 110% density or 100% density at 185 degrees. And then I established for this how much ink it can take. And I upped the amount of ink considerably. And then I ran everything through. I did the color calibration, the ICC profile, and I got this. And this looks really good. It looks a lot better because I'm using more ink. It's just that simple. And by using more ink, I have a nice high-quality product. I may go run this again at 10 pass and see what it looks like with a little less ink. And then I'll have a 12 and a 10 pass. So a production speed and a high-quality speed. That's very common for a lot of print service providers to have speeds like that. Production speed would be your everyday. Somebody comes in and needs something on short order, or certain images that are very light or pastel-y images might run just fine at 8 or 6 pass. But when you're running a solid, heavy, rich saturation, I really have to have all that ink there to hit the color I want. So this HP satin, white satin poster paper, for me, proved to be very successful. This is, in fact, a wet strength paper, which means that if you get a little water on it, it doesn't break apart. It has a lot of value. It's economical. It's easy to buy. We've carried it forever. And I think it's been forgotten a little bit. And this is a good quality poster paper. And it also has the added advantage of being a wet strength paper. So the HP white satin poster paper with my own modifications to add another print mode to put more ink down on it. Any of you guys can do this with your printers. If you have a 315, you can do that. You would use the default ICC. So once you do the color calibration, you hit finish. It's going to apply a default ICC, but it's still going to use that additional density. If you have a 360 or 365 or a 500 series, you can build the full ICC along with it. And that's not hard to do. This handles that very well. It prints very nicely. Definitely a recommendation. Sort of a forgotten paper that I actually value quite a bit.